Hey, what's going on, folks? Michael here with Primal Edge. We are upgrading an IKEA bookshelf. Now, this is just a plain Jane bookshelf you can pick up at IKEA. I think it's a Billy bookcase, about 40 bucks. Bought some project boards at the local big box store and cut them into some various widths and lengths here. You can see some thin strips over there and some different widths over here. And what we're going to do is line this thing out and kind of try to give it a raised panel type look. You could see I've already spray painted it black. That's not going to be the finish, but I just wanted to get a black color on it because I want the inside to be white, and you'll see what that's for later. So right off the bat, I'm going to go through and attach these things to the side, just in a straight basic butt joint type of configuration. I'm not trying to do any massive fine woodworking here. I'm going to clad this whole thing and make it look like 3 raised panels. Right now I'm marking some of the ones that still need to be cut. You'll see in a few minutes here what I'm going to do to put these things on. So after I get back from cutting everything to length, and a little trick here is I taped a bunch of them together and cut them all at once to make sure they're all the same length. That way I can just do one cut and don't have to keep measuring. And yeah, I'm using a little bit of epoxy here to hold it on. It's probably overkill, as well as some brad nails here. But at the end of the day, I think it's going to hold. And considering the fact that this is a few months old, it's been holding up pretty damn well. So I covered it with the wood, covered it right there, and then you could see me right here making sure it's flush with the top with a little block gauge. Doing the same thing along the bottom and sides. I work from the top down because the bottom is going to be covered with sort of a final trim foot piece, like a little mini baseboard. You'll see when I get to it in the shop here. And that's it. I just go through and put everything on, put the thinner strips that you saw earlier in the front, covered everything up with that red putty, which is some of my favorite stuff to use. I've got a lot of experience with it from a prior world that I used to be in. It's mainly used for automotive stuff, but it works fantastic for this type of application as well. While that's drying up, I'm going to go ahead and do a new top for this thing. And it's just going to sit on top like a hat. I cut it about an inch bigger than the entire top is left to right, and ½ inch from front to back. And then I went ahead and put another strip of that MDF along the bottom of it to kind of give it a little bit of thickness here. And here I am using the red putty again to cover these little cracks and crevices. And again, this is some of my favorite stuff here. Once this was done, I got everything on here sanded nice and smooth. I brought the cabinet out to the shop. Didn't want to get too much dust in the other area, so I used my Ryobi sander and got everything nice and smooth and looking pretty good here. I'm really happy with the way it turned out so far. Now, the last thing I wanted to do from construction wise is to put this baseboard along the bottom. Now it's not really baseboard, but it's more of a I don't know what you call it. But at the end of the day, I just took some more MDF and used my trim router to cut a little OG at the very top of it, so it wasn't just a square end, and it came out pretty nice. I'm lining everything up, making sure everything fits right and set up perfectly here. You'll notice when I go to put this together, I'm going to use wood glue here, and that's because I'm doing bare wood to bare wood. There's the wood glue right there, and I know that's going to hold best. So I go through and I tack everything on, put a little glue down that crack there, and get everything set up. Cut the last few pieces to length, put those trims along the bottom. I hit it with some more red putty at the end of it and sand it one last time to get it nice and purty. And then all I do is tape the inside again and hit it with a coat of black paint. That's it. All the construction is done right before the paint. I think it came out perfect. Well, of course I do, because it's exactly what I wanted. So it turned out the way I expected. But there's a lot of options you can do with this thing. And I got rid of the original hardwood shelves and put these glass shelves in its place. And you'll see why later on. There's the finished product. I got a little puck light at the top to kind of illuminate all my little minis and terrain that I use for D&D. And at the end of the day, it is a perfect fit inside the D&D room. Thanks for watching.